Hey YouTube, it's K Cash, and today I'm going to be talking about why I decided to stop eating meat, why I became vegetarian, why you should consider it as well. I've been vegetarian for 2.5 years. June 22nd is going to make it 3 years that I've been vegetarian. Let's go all the way back to 2019. Let's go back to 2018. No, let's go back to 2016. All right, so in 2016, I tried to become vegetarian, but that only lasted for 3 months. My reasoning for it was for the animals, because of how they were killed. On Thanksgiving Day, I just splurged out and started eating meat again, a solid 3 months. Then after that, I went through something very traumatic in 2018, the end of 2018. In 2019, I became I was gaining weight. I weighed the most I ever weighed. I gained 30 pounds in a couple months. It's because I was very depressed. In 2019, I went through my spiritual awakening. A couple months after my traumatic experience, I was very depressed. I started hanging out with this girl, and she was vegan, or at least she was trying to be vegan and stay away from meat as much as she could. Me and her, we went to Trader Joe's, and I seen how many cool food options there were and how many food alternatives there were, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. And I got a couple things from Trader Joe's that day. This was July 22nd, 2019. From that day, I was like, I want to try to become vegetarian. Started watching a YouTuber, and his name is Spiritual Soul.
Spiritual Soul in the building. Geyser. Nature Soul in the building, man. Simple.
I started watching his videos, and I really gravitated towards what he was saying. He was vegan, and I'm like, that's cool, you're vegan, but I'm not going to become vegan, because at the time I was like, I can't give up meat. I wanted like a change. I wanted a lifestyle change. I wanted something better for myself. Like, I was gaining weight, I was depressed, my skin was breaking out, I didn't feel like myself. I started to dissociate. It's a bunch of problems on top of problems. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try becoming vegetarian. The first 3 months was really hard. Noticed that like my body felt different. Like, I kind of felt sick. It was like this weird feeling my body had. I couldn't explain it, but now thinking back on it, it was probably because my body was cleansing itself. All of the things that my body was holding on and carrying. Like, I didn't really have money at the time. Fast foods and the Chinese spot right there, the deli right there. It's easy to just order a chopped cheese for like $4, $3.50. Back then, 2019. French fries with barbecue sauce and hot sauce. There's $1 and $1.50 for a small fry with barbecue sauce and hot sauce, and a small fry would be like this big. Thinking back at it now, I don't even eat Chinese food now. Like, it's so dirty. Like, you just go into certain establishments and you just look around and it just look dirty. I will not eat from a Chinese spot again. Dirty, like the outside look dirty. I see rats. I'm sorry, for the purpose of this video, I had to exaggerate how dirty the stores be in New York City. And I see like the glass looks dirty and not clean. I'm not buying from your establishment. I hate that I had my spiritual awakening so late. Like, I feel like I'm not the same person I was at all from 2019. I just feel like I was like so sleep. Like, how clueless I was to things. It's just, I became more energized. I had more energy. I felt like I could do more physically. My skin started to clear up, and everybody's like, oh.
They be like, hey Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's split. That's split right there.
Your skin's so clear, you know how you do this, how you do that. It's like, cause I don't eat that low vibrational shit. Being vegetarian, I realized that us humans, we've become so disconnected from ourselves. We've become so disconnected from the earth. We've become so disconnected to the animals around us. We've become so disconnected from every single thing. We're like numb to certain things, or like, I don't understand. I could feel more. Speaking of feeling, energy. Energy can't be destroyed, it can't be created. I think that's a quote. I don't want to be wrong, but I know for a fact energy can't be destroyed though. The first law of thermodynamics states energy is always conserved. It can't be created or destroyed. All right, going off of that. It can only be conserved, it can't be created or destroyed. Animals that you eat, they all vibrate at a certain frequency. They all have energy. They all conserve energy. When you eat dead animals, you take on their energy. You take on the vibration they were vibrating at when they died. Nah, y'all really out here eating dead bodies though. Like, y'all be safe though. The frequencies that these animals die at are low frequencies. Well, there's energy everywhere. Energy could only be transferred. These animals are dying at low frequency. You're eating these low vibrational animals. So what do you think that's gonna do to you? You're right. Yeah, it's gonna make you sad. It's gonna make you depressed. It's gonna mess with your vibrational frequency. I was eating meat. I was super depressed. If I could take all my memories and all my pain and just so y'all could feel it. Y'all could like visualize. I was basically down really bad, you know. I was vibing at a low vibrational state. It was just so cringe. I'm really happy right now. Like, I'm in a good place in my life. Like, right now, I'm in a good place in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, only if y'all knew how far I came and the stuff I've been through and how people treated me, only if y'all knew. But that's another story time. Continue watching the video. We forget that food is meant to fuel the body. Food is meant to nourish the body. Food is not for our enjoyment. I mean, it's something that we could enjoy, but it's meant to fuel the body. A lot of people forget that and just want to be greedy. They have no form of discipline, no self-control. Me being vegetarian, I'm connected more with the earth. I'm connected more with myself and who I am as a person. I'm doing it for myself because I could feel everything. I could pick up on frequencies and vibrations, and like if I eat something, I embody and I take on the energy of what I ate. Even when listening to music, like I don't listen to some songs anymore from artists that I used to like because I feel the vibrational frequency that's on. It messes with my head, so I don't listen to certain music. But the more connected you become with yourself, the more connected you become with Earth and the Most High, you're not gonna want to eat animals. Energy is a real thing. Energy transfers. You could steal energy. You could transfer energy. You could transmute energy. Giving up meat helped me mentally, and it helped me physically. Physically, I'm in shape, not sluggish. I'm healthy. Mentally, it helped me create more discipline for myself. Like a lot of people lack discipline. I mean, when people be like, "Oh, you don't cheat and eat a little meat," you only cheating yourself at the end of the day. What's the purpose of that? Like, it helped with my awakening. It took away my depression. I have not been depressed since 2019. That's almost 3 years now. I get sad sometimes, yeah, but I know how to handle it now, and it's never to the same extent to when I was eating meat. I felt like there was this big shadow like standing over me. Like, ooh, shadows is creepy. Cloud hovering over me and just following me. Stop eating meat and that cloud went away. It was crazy. Growing up, I never really liked meat anyway. Chicken, bacon, and I'm Caribbean, so I would eat curry goat. Would love me. I love curry goat. Oh my God. That's the one food that I do miss. I really miss me some curry goat with the potatoes, with the rice and peas. Ooh. Sometimes I do miss eating meat, but it's not worth it. It's like me eat meat, me be depressed, me feel heavy, and me feel like there's this big cloud standing over me, or me be happy, me feel light, me be happy. Right, then another key point is I feel like a lot of the meat y'all eating is not even real meat. If you're gonna eat meat, at least like I would want to go to the butcher shop, process happen, and collect my meat myself from hand, because you going to these supermarkets, you getting ground beef, That could be anything grounded up, sweetheart. You don't know what you're eating. Let me click it so y'all can get a good look. Ground beef. That's mystery meat right there. That could be... See, I'm throwing anything. That could be human. Leftovers of different types of animals. Human missing people. That's what y'all eating. All them missing people that come up missing. That's what y'all... It's 2021. If you're still eating Popeyes, if you're still eating McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, if you're eating meat from those establishments, like, where's your head at? Like, that's how I think, because it's just like, we all know, like, it just don't, y'all don't think like, okay, I'm eating Popeyes, I'm eating McDonald's. I realized I was coming off a tad bit harsh, you know, because, you know, a lot of y'all are sensitive. Now let me stop. Coming off a tad bit, you know. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad about like what they eat. I know how it is. Like, I lived in an area, there's no healthy food, so like it's easy to eat like McDonald's. So I understand that, you know. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm just trying to make you be more considerate to what you're putting in your body, because I witnessed like friends and family members with a lot of like diseases caused by what they eat, and I just see them eat and it hurts me inside. I don't say anything, or like I'll throw a hint, but you know, you can't really change people. You could try to suggest something, but you can't really change people. Some of them have like diseases or things caused by what they eat, and they don't realize. They like, why do I have it? They don't realize it's because what they're eating. A disease like diabetes runs in both sides of my family. It's because of the poor eating habits and choices people currently have family members with that disease, and some of them can't see. Like, I just want everybody to be a little bit more considerate, that's all. You gotta do better than that. You gotta love yourself better than that. You gotta respect yourself. That ain't meat you eating. Who knows what you eating? You eating mystery meat. You eating GMO mixed with human particles. You eating GMO mixed with who knows what. You eating McDonald's? Eating Wendy's meat? That's not meat. What is that? And people just go about their lives and don't think about what they putting in their body. Then they depressed. Then they got all of these diseases, and they like, why is this happening to me? Well, what are you eating? Like, what are you consuming? What are you putting in your body? What are you putting on your body? How are you treating yourself? Not treating yourself well, so you're not gonna be well. Mentally, physically, if you're depressed and you don't wanna be depressed no more, stop eating meat. You don't gotta give up meat all in one try. You can slowly stop eating red meat one by one. You can take it slow. It's all about your health and your wealth. I'm not saying you can never eat meat. Let's say a zombie apocalypse happens or something happens, the world is ending. You need to like go hunt for food. You see a chicken running around, or if you see a turkey, by all means, go get the chicken, go get the turkey, go eat it. That's survival of the fittest. But this type of scenario, I'm not living in survival of the fittest, so I don't need to eat that. But like, if it came to the point to where I see a chicken, I'm gonna go eat the chicken. I feel like we should all be more connected to the earth and our environment, and we should treat the earth nice to everything on the earth, the plants, the animals, the trees, everything, because the Most High gave us all of these things. We gotta be nice to it, and if we're mean to it, we hurt its feelings. And this is why I decided to become vegetarian. It's just my preference. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to see you in my next video.